Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Tuesday, April 5th, 2016 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I am a universal flow warrior. And today we are going to need to really tune into the flow because we have three planets shifting today. We have Venus shifting into Aries today, we have Mercury shifting into Taurus today, and we have the moon shifting into Aries late in the evening. And so with all of this shift going on, that means we're in the energy of the final degrees, so the 29 degrees where it comes to Venus and Taurus, and then the moon later in the evening, and then into 0 degrees. So 29 to 0 degrees really is that energy of like, I am the master. Here I am mastering my craft. Here I am recognizing where I have stepped up. And then it's like, and you're in the next class and you begin all over again with this new lesson. Transformation energy, 0 degrees. So it has kind of that wonky feeling where at one point you're on top of the world and the next point you're like, where am I? I'm Alice in Wonderland in this brand new world. That's where that energy of the flow really comes in to help you work through, move through. And it's one of those things. I always think of this story and I think it's so helpful. There's the story of the enlightened man who was carrying buckets of water, and the children of the town ran up to him and were like, Master, Master, what does it feel like when you're enlightened? And he puts down the water and he goes, oh. And then they're like, and then what? And he picks up the water and keeps walking. That's how it is with us. There's always work to be done. We never really reach that high pinnacle. In Abraham, she says, you'll never get it right, you never get it done. Like, it's always this work in progress. So just keep doing your work, keep showing up. The sun is connecting to Saturn today at 16 degrees, and that sun connecting to Saturn is reminding you to show up. And if you show up, Spirit is showing up there with you. Even if you're not showing up, Spirit is there with you. But show up, knowing that Spirit has your back. So let me talk a little bit about some of the energies. We have Venus shifting into Aries. Venus is the planet of love, relationships, harmony, balance, justice. It is also about our worth and our talents and owning them, bringing them forward. And so that's what I really get around this Aries energy. And it's one of those things, again, I'm getting a lot of Abraham stuff today, but it's what's coming up. When we focus on what's going well in our life, what's really working, like focusing on our talents and enhancing them, then other aspects start coming into play and really working out for us, because it's just that law of attraction energy. In this energy of Venus and Aries, focus on those strengths. Focus on enhancing your spirit-given talents, your worth, knowing that stuff, bringing it forward, and see how that shifts your relationships. When you feel good about you, when you feed you, when you come from this full cup, you're really able to serve the world and serve your other relationships. There's a book called Now Focus on Your Strengths, and that's really the energy that I get for Venus in Aries. Mercury in Taurus is very interesting because Taurus is a co-ruler, or is co-ruled by Venus. So Taurus also has the element of knowing our worth and knowing our talents, owning our worth and talents. It's also the energy of like, produce, I've got to do this, I've got to do this. So you may have with Mercury and Taurus the energy like, I got to get this done, I got to get this done. You may lose sight of those talents. Again, with that energy, with Mercury, it's such a mental energy. So if you focus on your strengths, focus on your talents, between the energy of Venus in Aries and Mercury in Taurus, you're going to be able to expand this energy. The moon is shifting into Aries, preparing us for the new moon. So we're really in the dark of the moon energy, which is really strong energy, encouraging us to go within, release, let go of stuff. We're finishing up this lunar cycle so that we can begin one again. And this is, again, part of this flow, allowing the flow to come up. And I'm gonna pull the cards for this, because I pulled some really interesting cards in this energy. I pulled Thunderbolt, I pulled Breakthrough, and I pulled Change. In this energy, this is all gonna feel like this. It may feel like, and Nikki said this in our GPS this week, it may feel like several different days in one with all this shift going on. Go with the flow, allow the change, allow what needs to go to go. That's the Thunderbolt card. Let what's no longer working go. Break through in those areas of light in your life where you feel strong. I pulled these cards in reverse. I pulled past lives and sorrow in reverse. I think this is the things of what you need to let go of. Those things that are not serving you in your life anymore. Those things that once brought you sorrow, they're not feeding into your energy of you as the creator. They're not feeding into your talents, into your strengths. Let those old things go so that you can have that breakthrough. And sometimes, like I said, letting go can feel like death. It can feel like, what am I doing? Let it go. Everything comes around in a new form. So let it go. I'm not going to sing you the song, but that song totally just popped into my head. Let it go. Find your universal flow and focus on your strengths. That is it for today, just for today. But I will see you tomorrow, and book a reading if you want to dive in and get into the juiciness of that, which is your chart. Namaste.